here. Hey, I hope the mic is working. I always test my microphone before I go live. Yesterday I checked it on a regular video and I go, wow, the mic's working perfectly. And then I did my live on Morning Coffee with Cliff YouTube, and I checked later on the YouTube video and go, my damn mic was not working. So I hope my mic's working okay today. I'm here on Exile Island, everybody. So good morning from the island. This is something yesterday, day one, I wanted to try Morning Coffee with Cliff, kind of a new series here, and I'm broadcasting or streaming live from the island. And we got quite a bit of views yesterday, at least for my little channel. Small enough that I was able to answer all the comments, just like I'll answer all of yours today. And I'm calling this Morning Coffee with Cliff from Exile Island. And I call it Exile Island because, well, right here, I have a little area that's got some sunlight and a little bit of warmth. But it's been freezing this May. And yesterday, I made a couple of videos because, my God, I went out to dinner, and it was very rough. The wind was blowing 40, 50 miles an hour. And even my family that I was meeting my cousin for dinner, I have to go by boat here from the island. And she said, well, if you don't want to come, it's too rough. I go, hey, nothing's stopping me. I'm going to make it. I had been a few days without any real human contact. So I definitely wanted to make it to Friday. Fish fry last night here at Foster's here in Chippewa Bay, New York. Let me know where you are at. I'm in the Thousand Islands, New York. I like going live in the vertical mode. I know it shows up in the shorts feed and people are jumping in and out, but I get to connect with people who aren't already subscribed. Listen, it's all personal growth, self-improvement, how we can get better every day in every way than we were yesterday. And I like going raw and real for that reason, and also because it's raw and real. You know damn well I am not in front of a green screen. I'm here with an attitude of gratitude in real life. I'm on my own private island here in the Thousand Islands, New York. Great to connect with you. Please subscribe. Join a community of progress. I might be able to see who's jumping in here. I appreciate you as always. Hey, how are you? Good morning. Thanks for checking in. Morning Coffee with Cliff. Yes, this is Cliff Yates. You're at the right place. I was a cop for 35 years, stand-up comedian, actor. Now I'm podcasting, creating content, and I'm here with you, the most important person in my life right now. And it's great to connect with you. Yes, I'm actually on my own private island here. And I was saying I went to dinner, even though against the advice of some other people. Hey, it's a little too rough. You ought to stay on your island. Hell no. I didn't let a little rough weather stop me. It was quite an adventure. And I made it over okay. And then on the way back, rain came down, right? I'm getting soaked in the boat. But you know what you do during those circumstances? You just laugh because God was in control. And it was a little bit of a thrill. Morning Coffee with Cliff. I'm in the Thousand Island region of upstate New York. Glad you're here. Let me know where you are in the world. I sometimes have to remind myself to say, hey, I'm in New York State. I'm on my own private island, because people actually chime in from Italy, Germany. French red wine is somebody that always chimes in. Last week from Russia. And hey, what a great time to be alive that we can live stream and connect with people all over the world. I find it exciting. I find it very satisfying. And hey, I'm here to connect with you. I am not selling a damn thing, but real and raw connection, because all of us, you and I know, because if you're here, we're of like-minded. We're tired of AI-generated bullshit that's not real, trying to deceive us. Now, there's a lot of AI-generated stuff that, humorous-wise, it's awesome. I like a dancing bear. I like a cat that burst into the bedroom playing a guitar. But we know that's for entertainment purposes. But of course, people are using AI to generate income on these false channels where they're faceless YouTube channels, they call them. And YouTube is really demonetizing a lot of those channels. And I'm glad they are. I'm never going to be a faceless channel. I'll always turn the damn camera on and get my ego out of the way so that I can connect with you. I'm not always going to look the best. I'm not always going to have my hair in the right place. but I don't give a damn. It's real, it's raw, and I don't believe in these faceless channels. If you got a good message, you got a you got a message and you have good content to share, put your damn face on camera. Have the balls to step in front of the camera. I know sometimes it's uncomfortable. It's not that I don't feel the same myself. It's just that I go forward and I do it anyways. So, Morning Coffee with Cliff. This is a new series I started yesterday. I think I'm going to continue it. I have another channel called the Island Channel. I'm going to link that with this channel. And it's all about my island here, the private island. This is in the Thousand Islands, New York. And it was handed down from my grandmother in the 1940s. And this is a great area. If you're not familiar with the Thousand Islands, New York, hey, check it out. Look it up. You can actually look up my island on Google Earth. Maybe I shouldn't say that. You can find me and kill me. I'm on Elm Tree Island, Hammond, New York. Google Earth will take you right here. And you'll see where I am at the world, in the world. Another reason why I like going live, all the mistakes stay in. There is no editing. It is what it is. And I'm not afraid of the mistakes. And you shouldn't either. I did a video the other day about don't wait. Don't wait. You have something probably in your life you've been dancing around that you should be taking action on. Don't wait. We tend to wait till it's the perfect time. I'm not quite ready. It's not right yet. I don't have all the information. Just start where you're at and make adjustments as you go along. Make that decisive decision, and you're going to be so thankful you did. That's how I got hooked on personal growth from over 40 years ago. I changed, and everything changed for me. It was so true. And then I got immersed in personal growth, self-improvement content. Eventually, I got away from doing stand-up comedy. Stand-up comedy was very fulfilling. In a way, I like traveling. I loved opening for a couple of my headliner friends. I really didn't have the relationships or the length of material to do a lot of headlining because I had my full-time cop job. In LA, I became known as LA's comedy cop. Cop by day, comedian by night. Well, I was dancing in both worlds. And that was fun because I came to the world of stand-up with a unique viewpoint, right? I was actually a working cop. At one time, I was part of the Blue Lives Matter comedy tour. Can you imagine? I didn't even realize I had a group of, some were retired cops. One is still performing today. Kevin Jordan, retired LAPD officer. Him and I were both cops in the 80s. I was with the LA Sheriff. He was with LAPD. And God bless him. He's a great comedian. And he left his job with LAPD and continues to tour and do comedy cruise ships. And he's a great guy. But I was surprised. There is about, probably 10 to 15, 20 retired or current cops who are doing stand-up comedy today. One of my great friends is John DeResta. He was in the movie Miss Congeniality 1, Miss Congeniality 2. He had a series back in the day on FX, DeResta, I think it was. He was a transit cop in New York in the 80s. And he's been a full-time comic for over 30 years, a good friend of mine. He is totally dedicated. And he's a great woodworker too. But boy, he is an inspiration. I got Roger Rod, a good friend of mine. He was a California state cop. He is still performing today. Roger Rod, one of the few white guys who performed live at the Apollo and killed it. That's a tough crowd. They don't automatically accept you, especially your white ass comedy. And he thrived. He does well in the black comedy clubs, and he does well everywhere. In his 70s, I marvel at his energy, his vitality in his 70s. I forget about it because when I see pictures of him, my God, he looks probably 55, but and he is going strong. His mother just passed away recently, age 97, I believe. Crazy. I'm glad I got to connect with you. I don't have my glasses. I will acknowledge you. Morning Coffee with Cliff. I'm glad you're here. Hey, for someone of your stature, you talk a lot. I mean a lot. Well, you're right. And that's something maybe I could do less, a lot less talking. I talk too fast. But hey, listen, well, you can help me out, and you already have by leaving a comment. Interact with the channel, subscribe. I just happen to be going live, so I'm streaming, but also streaming from my head out my mouth. So yes, I talk a lot. One of the things I've been trying to get better at is to be comfortable with the pauses. Not having to fill every minute with speech. You're right, that's a good point. And by the way, I do take constructive criticism, but I also realize and know sometimes when hateful messages come through, and I'm, you know, I've done really good at developing a don't give a shit attitude about negative comments, and I know they're going to come. When you put yourself out there and you're willing to put it on the line, you're going to get some snipes. And I don't take your comment as a snipe. You're actually right about me talking too fast and talking a lot. But this, that's what this morning with Cliff morning coffee with Cliff segment is all about. It's about connecting with people who aren't already subscribed. And I'm asking you, if you're just jumping in here, to subscribe to the channel. Listen, it's all going to be positive, self-improvement, personal growth kind of content. It's not always the most popular. You know, there's not that many people really who want to watch or focus on those things. A lot of people, if you notice in the world, a great majority, people are addicted to mediocrity. They're getting by, they're happy to float along. I'm a high achiever. I like to achieve things, go after things. I find great pleasure in striving. That's when I feel like I'm thriving, when I'm trying to do something, to become more, to keep growing, not dying. That's why I know I look in the mirror and I see that I have aged. I am 68. But I know if I'm not looking in the mirror, my energy, my enthusiasm, and my vitality is that of someone 29. I have the energy, the strength. I'm not stooped over. I'm not shuffling around. I'm still sprinting. I'm still weight training, jumping rope, playing tennis, being active, connecting with other people, and I'm creating content, and I love doing it. This is not new for me. I started creating content, I guess it wasn't called that back in the day. 56 years ago at age 16, I used to take my dad's Super 8mm movie camera and I would make little movies. I loved making those little movies. I would put the camera here, put the camera there. I would put shotguns and guns in my neighbor's hands, and I would create little movies. And then I would develop the film, and then I would show it in a projector on a screen. I started with a white sheet, and I finally was able to buy a screen. And I showed it to my parents, the neighbors, and the kids that I made those movies with. And now, let's go forward to today. We can turn on a camera, live stream to people all over the world. No greater joy than to have a positive impact on other people. And so that's one of the things I'm working on, being comfortable with the pauses. Let me know in the comments where you are in the world. I'm in the Thousand Islands region of upstate New York. This is a private island, handed down from grandma. It's about the size of a football field. If you go to, I'm going to connect this channel with my Island Life channel, where I fly my drone over the area. You can get an idea how big the island is. My island is not very big. I want to say it's about the size of a football field, maybe 20 yards wide at the most. More like 15 yards. It's not livable all year round. This area freezes. This is fresh water coming out of the Great Lakes. Lake Ontario is the last lake this water comes out of, about 25 miles north of here. And it rolls northbound past Montreal, Canada. So one side of this river is New York side, and the other side is Canada. And so not too far going that way, you'll be in Canadian waters before you even hit the Canadian shore. But I'm in New York waters for sure. I'm in the United States of America, proudly. Everybody, hey, let me know where you're at in the world. I'm interested because I've been connecting with people on these videos, these live streams from all over the world. Like I was saying earlier, people from Italy, Germany, Russia, French. Somebody called French red wine. Hey, thanks for the comments, everybody. I love it. I've been getting a lot of comments that are positive, supportive, and you're subscribed to the channel. We're growing the community of progress. I actually study and follow a lot of the greats, I guess you would say, in this what is it, a field or a niche of personal growth, faith, a community of progress. So I follow all the Robbinses. I follow Mel Robbins, Tony Robbins specifically, right? Les Robbins. You know, Tony Robbins, I've gone to 2 of his live seminars, one in 2019, and then the first seminar for Tony Robbins I went in 1992 in Anaheim, California. And I thought there was a lot of people, 2,000 people. And then my wife and I went to see Tony in LA at the LA Convention Center in 2019. 15,000 people. And the last day of the seminar, Pitbull came to speak. I mean, what an inspiration. You know, here Pitbull was growing up in Miami of Cuban descent. His mom was bringing him up. He was very poor. And even as a little kid, you know, he was into rapping. He wanted to be a rapper. That was a desire. But on his way home from school, when his mom picked him up, every damn day he said, I had to listen to these damn Tony Robbins tapes that his mom would play over and over. He kept getting exposed to that. And then he said, now, today, and he pointed out the window at the LA Convention Center, and he said, my jet is parked right next to Tony Robbins' private jet. And what a story that is, right? From humble beginnings, Pitbull. But, you know, his story is not unique. A lot of people, so many people started from humble beginnings and achieved such great things. Now, I haven't achieved such great things, but I did come from humble beginnings. And definitely, I came from a small town in upstate New York, not far from here, 3,000 people. And then, you know what? I had some desires, ambitions, you know, to join a large metropolitan police agency. And I did it. I went out to the LA County Sheriff's Department. I worked South Central LA, Compton area. And then I was able to work West Hollywood, the Sunset Strip, adjacent to Beverly Hills, amongst the elite, you know, all the actors and comedians. I was able and had the opportunity to do background work on some great TV shows, Modern Family, Jerry Seinfeld, you know, Bosch. It's funny, I did some background work on the show Modern Family, and I was on screen. I'm telling you, I was on screen for about 6 seconds. And I'm surprised, even on the reruns, people will see me. They will message me. Did I just see you on Modern Family? I'm thinking, how did you recognize me on those 6 seconds of Modern Families? I'm glad you're here, everybody. I don't know where you're jumping in from. I can't see you. It's still, to me, it's frigidly cold here on the island. I woke up, it was 54 degrees, supposed to be 67 degrees. We'll see. I'm ready for summer, everybody. I came from Florida on May 8th. And the last day I left Florida, it was 85 degrees. And, you know, I love the warm weather. And this is a summer cottage. And damn it, it's not summer yet. I know, it's just May 30th. Let me know in the comments where you're at. This is Morning Coffee with Cliff. I'm Cliff Yates, everybody. You're in the right place. This channel is all self-improvement, personal growth. Hey, high achievers. What we can do is unlimited. What we will do is something different. I'm all about us increasing what we will do. What? By collaborating, you and me. Great ideas. Everything starts with thinking, thoughts. My thoughts of going to a large metro police agency at age 26, or actually 23, that was a thought in my head. And then I put it into action. And I ended up moving 3,000 miles away to Los Angeles. And at the time, one of the hardest decisions I had to make, to leave my family, friends, and a good job in their rearview mirror, waving goodbye, not knowing what the future might bring. It was tough. I'll admit that was not, I was resolved in my decision, but in the act of moving, it was tough. I'm glad you're here, everybody. Thanks for checking in. I ramble a little bit on these lives vertical mode because I know people are jumping in and out of the shorts feed. And so I get to connect with people who aren't already subscribed to my channel. So I'm glad you're here. I'm Cliff Yates, 35 years a cop, 30 years a stand-up comedian, actor, podcaster, producer. And I'm glad I'm here now. Hey, I guess I'm a content creator, whatever that means in this day and age. But I know one thing, I'm a connector with other people, and that's you. One person at a time, we're growing this community of progress. That next person is you. Hit the subscribe button, costs nothing, but it tells the computer, hey, people are interacting with this channel. Maybe we should try showing it to other people. It'll help my channel grow. I appreciate you, and always an attitude of gratitude. And if you have an attitude of gratitude, you're going to be surprised what you're going to attract in your life. I know. I've done it. I'm hooked on it. I continue to do it, and I share it with you. Encouraging others, selfishly, it encourages myself. You cannot help anybody else without helping yourself. And it helps build up our self-image. And as we've learned in the past, those of you who've been with me for a long time, you know for a damn fact, you know for a fact that we cannot outperform our self-image. All right, everybody. You know what? I'm so glad you're here. Morning Coffee with Cliff, day 2. We're trying this out. And I already see your comments. I will take the time to answer you. I can't really see them right now. I'm a little far away from the camera. I found a little corner here. As you can see behind me is the great St. Lawrence River. Way behind me, you probably can see off in the distance Singer Castle. And if you want an up-close view of Singer Castle, go online and search Singer Castle. That castle behind me was built in 1905 by Frederick Bourne. He was at the time, he was on the board of Singer Sewing Machine. And that's why it became known as Singer Castle. It's owned by a corporation now, and they do tours there. But that's one of the inspirations that I see every morning when I have my coffee. I face the castle and I think about what's possible. What do I have planned for my day? Well, the first thing I have planned for my day is turn on the camera and do my morning coffee with Cliff live stream to connect with some very, very important people around the world. That's you, my friend. All right, everybody, it's a small channel, so that gives me the opportunity to answer every comment, and I will. All right, positive or negative? Well, you know what? If you leave me a negative comment, I'm probably just going to move along, go on to a positive comment, and I'm going to react to that one. I'm going to respond to it. All right, everybody, Cliff Yates. Looks like it's going to warm up today, and we're going to have a great day on the island. And if you want to, check out my Island Life channel. I'm going to connect this channel with it for sure. Collaborate with me in the future. Thanks for checking in, everybody. You know I love you. I'll see you in the next video. Cliff Yates, morning coffee is over.